what is leadership? According to positive psychology, leadership is one of the strengths of the 24. And in positive psychology, leadership is defined as being part of a group, caring about that group, and making sure that everyone in that group gets across the finish line together while getting along with each other. How are you leading at home, in work, in relationships? As Kathy said at the beginning, leading has nothing to do with the title. You're a leader in your own way. How do you make? How do you persevere? How are you kind? That's how you lead. For aspiring CEOs, if you want to be a leader because you are concerned about status or power, money, and esteem, you will not last. You will burn out. If you want to be a leader because you have a vision for the impact that you would like to make on the company and think about and care about how you can achieve that together with your teams, then you're a leader. If you want to be a leader to show everyone else that you are enough and that you have proven yourself, you will burn out. If it's a privilege for you to be there with a team and help other people across the finish line, then you will be a leader. If you think that you cannot be a leader because you've let others down or someone else knows more than you, then you're not thinking about leadership in the right way. I need you all to be able to separate your purpose from your job, because your purpose is something that you bring to your job. It's like the stars. Remember the stars? Your job is one of those stars out there in your universe. You have many places, many channels that your purpose helps, that it flows to. Relationships, volunteer work, how you delight yourself, how you make connections. That's purpose. It's the underlying thing that lights you up, that you bring to everything in life. Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit philosophical. I hope you can bear with me. What we're really talking about here with kindness and making is the fact that purpose, again, starts on the inside. Purpose is who you are as a being, how you notice the world, what you make, what lights you up, what you would do for joy, not for money. And who you are as a being results in the output of things that you do. Because we all do things in our own way that comes from those unique components that, when combined, give us our unique purpose. Also like this. So when I look at a tree, I am stunned by its strength, but also its ability to wave in the wind and not snap. That tree was made that way on purpose. What we don't see in that tree is the root system that is vast and deep and intertwined, and that is nourishing the tree's ability to stand up in the wind and flow through the changes. That's you. Your purpose are your roots. It's your nourishment system. It's the underlying foundation that gives you this internal scaffolding to move through life and be you. There's only one you. No one else can be you. The biggest waste of time, the biggest waste of your finite time in this world is comparing yourself to other people or trying to be like someone else. Stop it. And here's something else I've learned. Think about the people that you do admire or that you aspire to be like. I guarantee you that those traits you aspire to or admire, you have them. You already are who you aspire to be. Where does that aspiration come from? It's not random. It's connected to you. How do you know when you found your purpose? Somebody asked that question in the survey that Kathy filled out, and I want to share. I have 10 ways that you can know that you found your purpose. You belong to yourself first. If you find yourself trying to fit in or acclimate or do things to please others, you are not living in purpose. When you're living in purpose, you stop apologizing for being yourself. You own it. When you're living in purpose, your friends are going to say, ooh, you look lighter, you look happier. What's going on? When you're living in purpose, being and doing are aligned. This is very important. Not only is who you are, your values, your personality aligned with things that you're doing, but you are also in an environment that is supportive and helps who you are as a being flourish. And this could be both an aesthetic environment, an emotional environment, a work environment. When you're living in purpose, you don't have to try anymore. You just be. Focus on who you are as a being and not trying. Purpose is in you. When you're living in purpose, you start to see your purpose impacting everything, everywhere. When you're living in purpose, you realize that you already are who you aspire to be. All you need to do is keep leaning in to who you are. It helps a lot to have specific words to describe your purpose, which is why we did these exercises today. How do you make? How are you kind? How do you persevere? Practice sharing that with other people. You have words to describe what lights you up and how you give and get meaning. And also, purpose applies to all realms of life. It's not just something that you do at work. It's not just something that you do at home. You see yourself doing and being this way, no matter where you are. So hopefully this experience has given you a nudge towards maybe seeing yourself, purpose, your life, leadership, and how you show up in a different way. Because I really do believe that everything in life is about perspective and how we see things. So if you want to start activating your purpose with more intention, own it. Put words to it. When you wake up in the morning, think about how you're going to share your purpose with others, and also how you're going to fuel yourself. Because if you don't fuel yourself, you don't have enough energy to share your purpose. Here's your purpose prescriptions. Remember, schedule your joy, activate purpose with intention. And then your homework is to start to tell yourself the story of your purpose. Replace the internal narrative of, I'm not enough, or I don't know if I can do that, or she's better at that than I am, with, well, this is how I'm going to show up. This is how I get joy. This is how I share meaning. This is how I'm kind. Start telling yourself that true story. And then, shameless plug. This is an example of the purpose equation. This is the framework that I created to help people discover their purpose. And when I say it's the unique components of you that in combination give you your purpose, this is what I help people do. Explore these evidence-based ways of looking at ourselves as beings that in unique combination gives us our equation for living a life that's filled with giving and getting meaning in a way that only you can share with the rest of the world. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for sharing with each other. I think that's the most powerful part of this. And know that You can lead your own life. And the way that you look to be a leader is not outside. Look inside, see who you are and what you can bring to the table, because it's beautiful and it's powerful. I promise you.